the Senior Bowl festivities continue. Lots of snaps, handoffs, oddly colored jerseys. But still, a great opportunity to interact with these guys for the Broncos coaching staff.
It is. By festivities, I assume you mean boring practice plays. But still, they are working through it, and this is really where the Broncos coaches have not only an advantage, but the real opportunity. It's not during the game. If they win or lose the game, it doesn't really matter. It's about the opportunity to meet with these guys, get to know them, and watch how they interact with new teammates, because if you pick one of them, that's exactly what they'll be doing in a few months.
And look, there are a lot of primary reports about how good Baker Mayfield looks and about how impressive Josh Allen's arm strength is. Secondary reports right now are basically that Vance Joseph likes what he sees from Mayfield and John Elway likes what he sees from Josh Allen. So we'll see how that plays out and eventually the decision that they make, whether or not they decide to draft a quarterback at all. But if they do, I'm guessing it's likely it may be one of those two guys.
We had a great conversation this morning on the radio show with the Super Bowl winning coach Brian Billick, who talked about what coaches and staffs get from being at the Senior Bowl. And he actually said that so much of the emphasis actually comes, guys, on the stuff that is off the field. It's the chances when you're in team meetings. It's the opportunity to talk to these guys, kind of see how quickly they absorb things. Doesn't surprise me to hear him say that. We just have to hope the Broncos coaching staff is soaking all that in.
Yeah, it's a two-way street there, too, for the players. Obviously, there's been challenges when they have some players come in and don't know the playbook. This was a challenge for Cody Latimer when Peyton Manning was here when he first started. Challenge for Paxton Lynch for a while, too. The Broncos, if they do add a quarterback, or really anybody, they want to make sure that that's someone who's willing to dive into that playbook and get it right the first time.
Yeah, it's great to see the coaches interacting with the players and figuring out whose personality will fit into an NFL locker room, because they know that pretty well right off the get-go. Guys are going to mature as they go along, but you have to meet a certain prerequisite of professionalism, I think, a lot of times to fit into that locker room environment and be a leader. And I think a lot of that is kind of what they're looking for here at the Senior Bowl.
We went much more in depth on that and more with Coach Billick. You can find it posted up at milehighsports.com. Make sure you check out the link to that. A really great interview with the coach as we get ready for Senior Bowl this weekend, and a guy who's been there, done that, and definitely had some great insight. So check that out, milehighsports.com. Have a great Thursday, everybody. Back with you tomorrow for a Friday edition of the program from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. on Mile High Sports Radio. But for now, for TJ, for Sean, I'm Nate. We'll see you.